If you're listening to this, I presume that you seek the ultimate. And the problem that you might have faced in the world that there's no demand for the ultimate. I used to always think about this growing up that why is everyone around me so obsessed with mingling and merging with the status quo? Why aren't people driven towards reaching the pinnacle of their craft? The simple data that I had at my disposal was that we only have X number of years to live. So why isn't everyone attempting to maximize the value of those years? What am I missing? I would go to school and my teachers would talk about theories and concepts which would help me become a good professional. But I always had an internal rebellion against that. I always thought that I don't want to become a good professional. I want to be the best. I want to know how to be the best. However, I knew the moment that I voiced that sentiment, I would get shut down. And as I grew older, I started worshiping celebrities and influencers, thinking that these guys surely know how to reach the pinnacle. I consumed blogs, interviews, discourses, books that cited ways to become superstars. But then what struck me was that why hasn't the person who created this discourse reached the pinnacle himself? It doesn't add up. Okay? So I just listened and consumed information that the celebrities and the influencers were eliciting themselves firsthand. I started practicing it. There's an artist named Russ who dropped an original song every week for 2 years, which led to his global stardom. I looked at him and said, fine, I'll follow that method to a T and I'll get to the top as well, or at least reach his level of success. So I started releasing a song every week. And for the first 6 months, I found it quite easy. I mean, I had multiple jobs and I was able to write, record, and produce songs on a weekly basis. No problems. I figured that if I raised the stakes, I would surely go higher than what Russ had achieved. So I started doing 2 songs every week. And after about a year, even that became easy. So I thought about raising the stakes even more. I started recording a talk along with the 2 songs every single week. But as I was approaching the culmination of 2 years of that entire charade, I noticed that I was nowhere near the success that I had anticipated. And that broke the ice for me. I saw behind the curtain. I realized that there's no roadmap to reach the ultimate. There's no guidelines or rule books or prescriptions or instructions or standards or regulations. All of those just keep you fair and square in the sphere of mediocrity, which is where everyone is. Because everyone is hypnotized by these notions. And that is why there's no demand for the ultimate. Because everyone is doused in the filth of these ideals and concepts and secondhand knowledge. And that cements their destiny. Jesus didn't read the Bible to become Jesus. Steve Jobs didn't read his biography to become Steve Jobs. Usain Bolt didn't listen to the gurus on TV to break the 100-meter record. the only reason these people reached the pinnacle was because they had the desire to get there. A pure, incessant, unwavering desire. That's all. And when you have that, the path to the ultimate organically reveals itself. However, folks like that are but a drop in the ocean, because the masses are entranced and captivated by theories.